I'm Paul MacDonald. I've been working with automotive companies for more than 10 years on energy efficiency and climate change issues, and we're here at a dealer today to look at ways of reducing energy use, lowering CO2 emissions and saving money. Here in the showroom, the lighting systems aren't very efficient because they've still got filament bulbs in them. But they've got some good features here, and that is, if you can see the light fitting immediately behind me, that's on. And the ones around the periphery are all switched off to take best advantage of the daylight that's coming through the windows. And now we're outside looking at the lighting systems on the forecourt. The conventional systems over here have discharge lamps, and they probably use twice as much energy as the newer systems, where they've got a double compact fluorescent lamp system in each head. And that's really good, especially when you ally to timers. And here they go and adjust the timers on a seasonal basis to make sure that they only use the lights when they actually need them. There are a couple of issues about the lighting in this workshop. One is that they're still using discharge lamps in these fittings, and there are much more efficient alternatives available. Compact fluorescents will be using half the energy, and LEDs will probably be using only about a fifth of the energy that these ones use. They're also located right in front of roof lights, and on many occasions, especially during the summer months, they'll be providing enough light to work by in here, especially with the extra fluorescents they've got around the workbenches. Now we're looking at heating, and we're in the valeting area. And heaters like this black radiant heater are a really effective form of heating. It's gas-fired, it's cheap to operate. The staff like it because they can feel the heat coming at them, and it's probably a much better alternative compared with boilers or blower-type heaters in a space like this. Here in the valeting area, there's always a need for hot water, either to wash their hands or for clean the inside of the car. It's provided by a point-of-use water heater, and that's electrically heated. It's much simpler to use and more cost-effective than having a gas boiler or a cylinder. This is a really good setup they've got with the meter here. This is a conventional diaphragm gas meter. Supply comes in and it's going out to the rest of the building here. But it's also got a pulse transmitter on the bottom of the meter counter here, which is connected up to this unit, which then provides the information that's sent out through this cellular link for an energy bureau to provide the energy reports for the dealer. We're at the back of the building, and we're looking at the air conditioning units providing cooling for the showrooms and the offices. These are conventional units. They're not particularly efficient by modern standards, but they're also able to provide cooling at the same time as the heating's on, which is really bad practice. A better alternative would be to have heat pumps, and they will provide heating and cooling, but not at the same time, and are a much more energy efficient alternative to these conventional systems. At this dealer, they keep really tight reins on their heating and cooling costs, and they've got a plastic cover over the air conditioning controllers here, and nobody can get into it except the manager, and that's a really good way of keeping your costs down. Here in the workshop, there's always a need for compressed air, and it's the most expensive utility that the company has to provide. The air compressor in this workshop's located high up, and it's working comparatively inefficiently. We want it to be able to take in fresh, cool air, and the heat that comes from the compressor we want to be able to use for warming the building in the winter and venting in the summer, so that we don't have it making a warm place even warmer. For full details of the 7-step action plan, we start off by appointing an energy champion and developing an energy policy. See the dealer energy efficiency guide, and that can be downloaded from the links below.